So good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Expedia Cruises preview event for our exciting Princess exclusive annual 3-day sale coming up June 9th to the 11th. Today, our special guest is Cindy Woloshin from Princess Cruises. Everyone on the call is muted, and you do have control of your video. We would love to see your faces. It's been so long that we don't see anybody, so please, if you feel comfortable, and I don't care if you're in your pajamas sipping your coffee, if you want to turn your video on. We do have a chat feature in the Zoom, so if you have a question, please put it in and we will answer them at the end of the presentation. My name is Lisa Antflick. I'm one of the consultants at Expedia Cruises, and this event is being hosted by the Expedia locations in West Edmonton, Southeast Edmonton, and Southwest Edmonton. I am so excited to share with you this event, and I'm excited that travel has begun again. The last 2 years has been challenging, and for those of us who love travel, we've missed it. Travel fulfills us, that's why we do it. How wonderful to be able to get out and travel again. For me personally, I had the opportunity to cruise twice in the last few months. In January, I did a cruise out of Barbados. Wonderful to smell that Caribbean Ocean and be just out at sea. And in April, I was able to fulfill one of my bucket list choices in terms of being able to go to Petra and an Egypt river cruise. And for both those events, it was just so wonderful to feel, if I can use the word, normal again, and socialize and see things and just enjoy the world. So I encourage you to think about where you want to go. So with our ever-changing world, I'm sure everybody is still a little concerned about safety and health. People are choosing to travel, and cruising has proven to be one of the safest ways to travel. Cruise lines are almost all running, if not with all their ships in the water, most of them. The demand is high and people are booking. Our phones are ringing off the hook. I will say that travel is a little bit more complex now. Now more than ever, you need the professional advice of a travel consultant. And our consultants at Expedia Cruises are here to help you navigate the new complexities of travel to make your vacation seamless. I'm always amazed when people tell me that they book their own vacations, they do things on their own. And I always think, you know, I could do my own taxes, but I really prefer a professional. And I think it's the same way in travel. When you book with an Expedia Cruises agent, you're going to get our expertise. There are hundreds of different cruise lines and different cruise ships. And we all love Princess, or most of us love Princess. But you know what? For this, your next trip, Princess may not be the trip for you. It may. We are here to help you decide which cruise line and which trip and itinerary is the best for you. You will never pay less booking directly with the cruise line. Many times you're going to pay more, and especially with our 3-day sale exclusive value, there's no way you could book that with Princess and get the same price. We have Expedia Extras. Often we will block spaces on hundreds of sailings and can give you extra shipboard credits. We have all the information you need regarding passports, visa, entry requirement, COVID testing, and we are here to assist you in emergencies. Our name is Expedia Cruises, Air, Land, and Sea Vacations, so we are able to help you from the minute you leave your house till the minute you come home, whether it's travel insurance, flights, tours, transfers, etc. We can take all of it. And best of all, we are local. We can shop, you can shop in your neighborhood and know that you are supporting local. So the past 2 years, there's been very little travel for most of us. My bucket list has become a to-do list. And like you, I have much to make up for. So whatever your dreams are at Expedia Cruises, we can help them come true. Today's presentation is going to focus on our exclusive 3-day sale event. And I can tell you, we've been doing this for 18 years. It's our biggest sale of the year. And the booking bonuses have incredible value. What we're seeing with the high demand is 2022 is starting to sell out. 2023 is starting to get full. We have definitely seen the itineraries. There's no risk in booking more than one vacation. Let's make up for what we've lost. Book for 2022, book for 2023, and book for 2024. Remember, the deposits are refundable. We also have price protection, so if a better price comes out, and there's lots of flexibility in booking policies. So all of that said, I hope you're looking forward to this presentation. I know I am, because I want to see what Princess has to offer. So I'd like to introduce to you our special guest, Cindy, who's going to share with you the world of Princess and our 3-day sale. Welcome, Cindy.
Thanks, Lisa. It is so exciting to be back and doing our 3-day sale presentation. And you know what? Like you, I've been sailing. I've been lucky enough to, I've sailed 4 times in the last year. I'm getting out as much as I can to experience and explore the world. And I too have got a bunch of my bucket list booked for the next 2 years. Already deposits on, because you know what? I don't want to waste any more time. It's time to start traveling. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. My name is Cindy and I am with Princess Cruises. And today I'm going to walk you through a little bit about Princess, some of our destinations, and then I'm going to talk with you about the exciting 3-day sale. So let's just get the computer going here. So the big question is, why do we sail? Well, or why do we cruise? Why do we travel? I honestly think the last couple of years, we have probably kind of forgotten why we travel as we're sitting at our kitchen table, you know, working from our computer. But we need to remember we travel to connect with our loved ones, family, friends. You know what? We haven't been able to connect with them recently. So let's connect with our loved ones. We travel to connect with new people, meet new friends, have friends around the world, learn from them, experience parts of their lives with them. And of course, destinations. We want to connect with destinations. We want to learn their history, their culture, experience the adventure. You know what? Lasting memories are made when we share our hearts, we share our worlds, and truly create connections that matter. So just don't go on vacation. Gather your loved ones, try new foods, discover new lands, and experience new destinations. And for Princess, we are known as the destination leader. And it's very important to us that we immerse you in it, that you experience it from the moment you get on board the ship. We do this by bringing on regional cuisine. We make sure you taste the local flavors and local ingredients with local recipes. We bring on entertainers from local that are there to tell you and show you folklore music or their different history and their different cultures. And of course, we have destination programs that are award-winning, such as our Across the Ditch. Our Across the Ditch onboard experience immerses you in 40,000 years of Maori Indigenous culture while sailing around Australia and New Zealand. Learn their history and some of their dances, their music, their traditions, and their cuisine. Or while you're sailing the Caribbean, I'm happy to say we bring on the rhythm of the Caribbean for you to experience. Learn how to play steel drum classes, or learn about the parrots and the piazza. And of course, enjoy the Jamaican jerk chicken or the rum punch. But our most award-winning and most famous program is our North to Alaska. And this is what makes us so special for Alaska. Our program brings local cuisine on. So again, you're going to experience that fresh salmon. You're going to get the Alaskan crab legs, as well as we bring on the experts. We bring on our naturalists to always talk with you and explain to you what you're seeing while you're sailing, tell you about the history of the area and any of the traditions of the local people. We bring on our loggers to teach you how to throw axes and do things like that. And then, of course, our dog sled champions come on board and even bring some of the local wildlife on. We bring our dog sled puppies on. And so you can learn the life of a dog sled team. Princess has many amazing partners, from the Voice of the Ocean, where you get to learn how to do or practice your singing, I should say, and your dancing. And if you want to perform at the end of the week, somebody gets chosen as the Voice of the Ocean. To our partner, Stephen Schwartz, who's known for his Broadway productions of Wicked, Godspell, Pippin, and his music of Pocahontas. He has developed 4 Broadway shows for us that go around our different ships so that you can experience one. We, of course, got Curtis Stone with us, bringing on his local recipes into our main dining room, as well as his own personal restaurant, Share, that's available on some of our sailings. And one of my favorite partners is our partnership with Dr. Michael Bruce, international sleep doctor. He developed these new mattresses for us that are absolutely spectacular. It's like sleeping on a cloud. The pillows to die for. I keep trying to take one home with me, but they know where I work, so I never do. They are really incredible. And it's so important to get a good rest because there's so much to do and see, not only on the ship, but when you get to that destination, we want to make sure you're completely rested. But one of the biggest things that we've actually been working on the last 4 years is our Medallion class. We brought the Ocean Medallion just before crazy 2020 hit. And we've been continuing to work on it the last 2.5 years while things were paused. Our new president, John Paget, this was actually his idea, the Medallion. And so really his thought behind it was, you know what? Time is our scarcest resource. We never ever have enough time to actually seem to do or enjoy things to the level we wish. And so it's very important for us that, you know what, vacations are the ideal space. We want you to optimize your time. We want you to not waste time waiting in line or being inconvenienced. And so we really want to make sure you have the best experience imaginable. And the Ocean Medallion will give you this personalized, valued experience. Here are just some of the things that we've brought on with the Ocean Medallion, but I'm going to go through just a quick few of them here for us. So the first one is the keyless stateroom entry. This is absolutely brilliant because anybody who's cruised in the past, you know, the key cards to get into your cabin was always in my back pocket or somewhere in my bottom of my bag, my beach bag. And of course, that is usually me, 2 coffees and a plate full of cookies or donuts for me and my husband or my family. And so definitely much easier just to walk up to your door. It recognizes your medallion. It unlocks. You just give it a nudge and away you go in. No more searching for that key. Finding your way with Ocean Compass. How many of you get lost going, okay, which is the way is the forward part of the ship and which way is the back? Usually takes a good couple of days to kind of get yourself settled. Well, you can now look either on your device or on any of the devices around our ship. And as you can see in the picture there, it gives you a map to get around from where you are to where you're wanting to go, making it easier to get to where you need to be. Find your shipmates. Now, this is very important, especially for families with young children. You can actually link up medallions with friends and family, and you can actually at any time see where they're located. Now, good news, adults, we don't have to accept it. You don't have to let your people traveling with you find you. You can turn it off. So for example, if I'm wanting not my husband to see me shopping at Effie's, I can just turn it off so you can't find me at Effie's. But children cannot turn it off. And so this is fantastic for families. So do keep this in mind for families because it's always nice to be able to find where your children are hiding. The Journey View is an interactive itinerary planner. This can actually be done on your devices, either your iPhone, your iPad, your Samsung, whatever you've got, or it can be done around the ship on any of our big portals. You can see the different activities and also get an idea of how many people are going to be attending them. And we do have the best Wi-Fi at sea. Now, this is really important. The one thing we've learned over the last 2 years is how important Wi-Fi is. And you know what, I am happy to say over the last 4 cruises that I did, I was able to do video chat with my kids and my family from all over the place. And it was amazing. It was like being in the same room with them. It was really, really good, really quick and no kind of in and out. So which is really nice. And then the Ocean Now. This is another one of my favorites because I love that you can be anywhere on the ship, go onto your device, order a beverage, maybe a snack, maybe do some shopping, say you forgot your suntan lotion, and have it delivered to wherever you are on board the ship. So you don't have to get out of that comfortable seat you're reading your book on or watching the world go by. Something that's also new with us is the Dine My Way. Gone are the days of only having first or late dining. You can now choose. You can choose when you want, how you want to dine, who you want to dine with, and where you want to dine. And all of this can be done separately every day, or you can choose the same table, the same time, the same restaurant, the same waiter every day, making it so you can still get that experience of getting to know people and getting to know your waiting staff. We are continuing to update our Medallion app. I am happy to say the end of this month, it is going to have a new update, which is going to reduce the size of the app, which is going to improve our speed, performance, and make things easier to download, such as uploading your health docs, etc. So we are working on this, and this will be coming very, very soon at the end of this month. All of our ships are Medallion class now, so any of the destinations you're experiencing are going to be on a Medallion class ship. And like Lisa said, we do have actually all 15 of our ships back in the water sailing. Some of the destinations are a little bit less than maybe what we were before COVID, but I am happy to say by 2023, we've got it planned to be sailing all around the world again. And talking destination leader, let's now talk some of the destinations. We're going to start with the Caribbean. Year-round sailings out of Fort Lauderdale. The Caribbean is actually known for its top-rated beaches, amazing beaches, beautiful warm weather, the snorkeling, the scuba diving. Great place to be. One of my favorite places to be in January, February, or March when it's cold and snowy here in Alberta. And of course, it's known for its history. Each island's got a little bit of a different culture and a different feel to it. Here is all the locations that we go throughout the Caribbean there. As you can see, the purple is the West Coast, or the West Caribbean, sorry. The red is the East Caribbean, and the green is the Southern Caribbean. I've been blessed enough to do all three over the last few years, but I've just come back from the Southern Caribbean in January, and I'll talk about that in a minute. To start off here, here's our 7-day Eastern Caribbean. This is the usual. We do have a couple of different itineraries, but this is just one of them. As you can see, visiting amazing places such as St. Martin and St. Thomas. Here's Magen's Bay in St. Thomas, an absolute beautiful bay, so calm. It's a cove, nice big long one to walk. It's got some restaurants, so you can have a nice beverage. It's got water sport activities, and the water is almost always calm there. It is a great place to spend a day in relaxing and just, you know, enjoying life, especially in January when it's cold here. Then we've got our 7-day Western Caribbean. Out of Fort Lauderdale, visiting places such as Grand Cayman, Honduras, Belize, as well as Cozumel and Costa Maya. Now, from Cozumel, you can take a ferry over to Playa del Carmen and actually go and experience some of the beautiful ruins of the Mayan. I would strongly recommend it. Here is the one I did. The last one is our 10-day Southern Caribbean. This to me is perfect. 10 days, perfect amount of time to be getting away and get just relaxing from it all. And those islands are absolutely incredible. Here are some of my photos. In Grenada, I got to do some hiking. We hiked up to these waterfalls and we actually got to swim in the pools at the top and at the bottom. Now I'm going to age myself here, but if anybody saw the movie Cocktail with Tom Cruise, right? I felt like I was there, you know, swimming in the water. Very exciting. And of course, I got to see some of the local characters like this monkey. Then in Aruba, my husband and I got to do the ATV through the desert there to the Natural Bridge. A great experience, so much fun. And then of course, one of my favorite things about cruising is the sunsets at sea from your balcony. And so I had to throw it in because to me, that says so much. It just is that, I've arrived, I'm on vacation. And of course, then there is Curacao. Curacao is an amazing, colorful island. It is still part of the EU and the Dutch colony. It is actually known as one of the most colorful islands in all of the Caribbean there. And just as a heads up, did you know it actually produces one of the largest numbers of Major League Baseball players? So baseball, very big on that island. It is actually only about a 15-minute walk from the ship to that area that you're seeing with the restaurants and the colorful buildings. So it's a very easy island to get to enjoy and experience. I am happy to say we're bringing some new Caribbean on with Galveston. We're sailing it back out of Galveston, round trip on the Ruby Princess from November to April. 19 cruises ranging from 5 to 11 days, including Western Caribbean and a new Panama Canal. Here is the Western Caribbean. So as you can see, Galveston going down to Grand Cayman, Roatan, Cozumel, Belize. So giving you a little bit of a different itinerary. And then the Panama Canal is fantastic. Sailing again on the Royal Princess. We've got one in December, one in April. What we're doing is moving the ships around. And it's of course 16 days, ocean to ocean. sailing from Galveston to San Francisco, getting to enjoy places such as Costa Rica and the Panama Canal. Now, talking about the Panama Canal, this is really something that is on many people's bucket list because it is such an engineering feat. To imagine that the Panama Canal, built 107 years ago in 1914, was hand dug, is incredible to me. And so it really is an engineering feat and so much history to it. It's 82 kilometers. It takes approximately 8 to 12 hours to sail through it. My recommendation, get a balcony cabin. Great way to experience it. But there's so much to do, not only just while enjoying your sailing through Panama Canal, but in visiting the area, experiencing the different locations. So now there are two different ways of experiencing the Panama Canal. We have our 10-day round trip Fort Lauderdale. This is more of, I like to think of more of a deep kind of look into the deep South Caribbean islands. And so as you can see there, you're going into like Jamaica, Cartagena, of course, you know, Cartagena, a 16th century port city that's a walled city that actually still got cobblestone streets, colorful buildings. Going into Costa Rica, you get to see the Slavs and of course, Grand Cayman. Or you can do the 15-day or 16-day ocean to ocean going through the Panama Canal from Fort Lauderdale to either Los Angeles or San Francisco. Again, experiencing that real traditional Panama Canal experience. Now, if you've already done the Panama Canal through the old locks, don't forget the new locks opened in 2016. And so the new ships are able to go through it. I would recommend this. They do say it's a bit of a different experience while doing the new locks. So I look forward to trying that out soon. And of course, like I said, who doesn't love a sloth? I threw that in there because everybody makes sloths, I think, everybody smile. Now on to Canada, New England. We, of course, have got the Canada, New England sailings known from August to October, best for its colorful fall colors, the history of the Canadian as well as the colonial little US cities, the seaside villages, and amazing seafood. The clam chowder down in that area, delightful. Here's Bahaba. Of course, you can see the bright colors coming in. This was taken just before the fall really hit in there. So this was more in August, but you can see the colors are already starting to change. We have two different experiences for Canada and New England going from August through October. We have the 7-day round trip New York, visiting places such as Bahaba, Halifax, Boston, and Newport. And then we have the 10 days between New York and Quebec City. Either direction is available, so whichever one you prefer. I did throw this one in because it's a kind of a special sailing. It only sails once a year, usually in August every year. And so this next one here is scheduled here. You see in August of 2022, a 16-day round trip from New York, Greenland, and Canada. What a great experience to visit Greenland, visiting 3 different ports in Greenland. Of course, also stopping, as you see, in St. John's, Sydney, Halifax, and I recommend always spending a little bit of time in New York, either before or after, especially in August. Great time to be into New York. Now moving on to the California and West Coast. So I actually got to experience the California coast here for my first time in April. I've been in and out of LA multiple times and also been in and out of San Francisco, but I've actually never done the 7-day California coastal cruise. And I did it just recently in April on the beautiful Majestic Princess. Wow, I gotta tell you, I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. What a great cruise. It was absolutely amazing to experience the different areas. I got to see San Francisco, Los Angeles, of course, is where I left out of, Santa Barbara, Ensenada, San Diego. Really an amazing sailing. We got to stay late in San Francisco and San Diego, so I got to experience more of those 2 destinations and go out for a nice dinner in the cities. Here's some of my photos. In San Diego, I went and experienced Balboa Park. I actually did the hop on, hop off. I would strongly recommend it. I spent 8 hours on that hop on, hop off trolley and put over 15,000 steps in, but it was absolutely incredible because as you can see, San Diego's really got a Mexican flair and feel to it. And the Balboa Park was, I could have spent so much more time there. Santa Barbara, I found was so relaxing, so casual, amazing shopping, if anybody's a shopper. And of course, San Francisco. Oh, I spelled San Francisco wrong. I have to change that. Sorry, part of my word got mixed up there when I just noticed that today. So of course, San Francisco, got to go under the Golden Gate Bridge at 10:30 at night. What an amazing experience to see that sailing. And beautiful. And of course, during the day, as you can see, I went to Pier 39 there, got to see the sea lions, got to go and check out Alcatraz, and of course, have some fish chowder. Absolutely amazing. And of course, Napa Valley. Everybody knows Napa Valley, known for its wine. If anybody's a wine, loves their wine, this is a great location. So now we do have some new sailings. We are back in San Diego. We have sailings. We brought some of the ships back closer to home for this next year. So September 2022 to February 2023, we have got 20 different cruises ranging from 5 to 16 days, visiting Mexican Riviera, California coast, and the Hawaiian Islands. But this one is the one I want to tell you about. 20-day Central America sailing, special sailing, November 27th, 2022, 8 different ports. Look at this on the Diamond Princess. To me, this is brilliant. Going from San Diego, you visit Puerto Vallarta, Huatuco, absolutely one of my favorite places in Mexico. The 7 bay beaches there are incredible. The weather is always warm, and it's such a clean city of Mexico. Costa Rica, again, getting to experience Costa Rica and experience the rainforest and the monkeys. And Panama Canal, you get to go in and out, so not getting the full experience, but kind of a taste tester of Panama Canal. We also have new sailings out of San Francisco. We are bringing our Royal Princess up to San Francisco. So it's our largest ship yet in San Francisco. And it's doing 24 different cruises ranging from 5 to 15 days of the Mexican Riviera, California coast, and the Hawaiian Islands. Talking about Hawaiian Islands, our Hawaiian cruise is probably one of our most popular. The 15-day sailing round trip out of Vancouver, LA, or San Francisco, you get to experience the 4 beautiful islands of Hawaii. Getting to stop in the Garden Isle of Kauai, maybe exploring Maui, of course, Oahu, Waikiki Beach, or Pearl Harbor, and the Big Island of Hawaii is definitely a great location to go and explore. All of our Hawaiian sailings have our Aloha spirit. Our guests can do things such as ukulele lessons. How about hula class, dancing classes? We've got our folkloric shows, our festivals, and traditional lei making classes. So here's our little bit of the itinerary for the 15-day Hawaiian Islands. As you can see, you get some beautiful at-sea days to relax before you get to go and explore those beautiful 4 islands. And then sea days at the end of it, again, to get relaxed before you get back on mainland. We have late night in Honolulu on every sailing. Here's one, though, that I think is a brilliant one. The Hawaiian, Tahiti, and Samoa sailing. Again, only 2 sailing dates, round trip out of LA, go with an overnight in Bora Bora, and more shore late stays allowed in some of the ports, such as Tahiti. I would recommend this in a heartbeat. Look at that itinerary, Bora Bora, Tahiti, Moorea, as well as the Hawaiian Islands. To me, it is absolutely brilliant and really checks many boxes. Moving on to the Mexican Riviera. So Princess began Mexican Riviera in 1965, so 57 years ago. Crazy to think. So we're really the destination expert for Mexican Riviera. We have, of course, Mexican Riviera is known for its, lively culture, its great food, the tequila, some of the wildlife, the sports fishing. So much to see and do. And all of our sailings have our fiesta flair on board. So the mariachis, the folkloric performances, margarita and tequila tasting, and of course, celebrating things such as the Day of the Dead festival. We do have year-round departures, and our Mexican Riviera, we have a 7 and a 10-day sailing, the 7-day out of Los Angeles and San Diego, and a 10-day from San Francisco. We also have a 10-day from Los Angeles that's going into the Baja Peninsula and the Sea of Cortez. As you can see in the map, that's our traditional 7-day Mexican Riviera sailing, visiting the places of Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta. We do have a new 12-day sailing going, it's a one-time only in September of 2022 in the Royal Princess with an overnight in Cabo San Lucas. And this is going 12 days, it's going from San Francisco to San Diego, going to Puerto Vallarta, Manzanillo, Mazatlan, and Cabo San Lucas. Then moving on to Europe. Europe is an amazing destination. There's so much history there, so much culture, so diversified. The beautiful wonders and landscapes, the history. We offer Europe from summer through fall. And we have over 100 different ports that we visit. But who's counting? So really, there's always somewhere you can see. I'm going to start with the Med. The Med is very, very popular and doing very, very well for 2022 and 2023 already. Imagine seeing the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, the chapel or the church that was never finished, but yet is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Or going exploring in Rome, visiting the Colosseum, Trevi Fountain, the Spanish Steps. And then of course, even though I don't have a picture of it here, because the picture just does not do it justice, the Santorini sunset. If you've never seen the sunset in Santorini, it is a must. It is the biggest sunset I have ever seen. The sun is huge, absolutely gorgeous. We do have the average sailings are 7 days, and we do have a few different 7 days. So we have kind of 3 different 7-day choices you can choose from. So this is just happened to be one of them here in the bottom. You can combine these 7 days to equal a 21-day or a 14-day, or even a 28-day voyage. So you can really get to see all those amazing places in the Med. Our 14-day sailings that include late nights will include Jerusalem and Nazareth. So this is, again, great time to experience that port a little bit later into the evening. Here's our 21-day Best of Mediterranean. I love this one. This to me, just a dream one. I mean, getting to go into Istanbul, you can do the Blue Mosque, to go to the Grand Bazaar. I mean, Mykonos, going through that. If you've never been to Mykonos, you feel like you're on the Pirates of the Caribbean, because the main town, it's like you get lost. It's like a maze, incredible. And of course, Rome, like I said, the Colosseum. Don't forget seeing the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but so much to see and do. Then we've got our Scandinavian and our Baltic. Now you do note that we did take Russia out of there. At this point, we don't have Russia in our sailings for 2022, and I'm not sure what's going to happen for 2023. But this area is absolutely, the Baltic and the Scandinavia has so much like Viking history. Incredible to see the history there, the palaces, the architecture, just some of it like the medieval. I did actually get to experience the 12-day Scandinavia Russia back in 2019, and it was an amazing itinerary. And so we have changed with the getting rid of Russia for right now. We've changed it up so you get to spend overnight stays in either Copenhagen or Stockholm. And if you haven't been to Copenhagen, it is an incredible place to experience. But the gem to me was Tallinn, Estonia. If anybody, Lisa's nodding her head. I see Lisa. I felt like I had just walked into the storybook of Beauty and the Beast. Cobblestone streets, ladies with baskets with flowers and fresh bread baked. It was an amazing historic little town. And I absolutely think Estonia, Tallinn, Estonia to me was the gem and the shocker of it all. So much to see and do. I really recommend this one to anybody, especially if they're interested in Viking or sailing history. There's a lot of that there. A lot of old cities with the old forts, still old wall towns, downtowns. It's incredible to see. It really, really is. The British Isles, known for its countryside, its fairy tale castles. There are more castles here than you can even imagine. The locals, the local pubs. I mean, hello, got to go to an English or Irish pub for sure. But there is an amazing 8 to 14 day sailings from London, Southampton, and we do have our 12-day British Isles. This is our most popular for this location at this time. With late night stay in Belfast and Dublin, we also include options for Portland, so you can actually go and see Stonehenge, or our 10-day Oktoberfest European capitals. Don't forget, really book, if you're going into Edinburgh and want to do the Edinburgh tattoo, you have to book far in advance for that. That sells out way far in advance. So make sure if you're interested in that and that's something is on must bucket list, you book that far out. Our exotics continue to change. I am excited to say Australia, New Zealand is back for 2023. Yay! Our Japan and Asia is back for 2023. Yay! And our South America is back for 2023. Yay! As we know, South Pacific is sailing. I showed you some itineraries there. Our world cruise is available for 2024. So definitely keep that one in mind if anyone's interested. But I don't have all the itineraries quite yet for these destinations for 2023 fall and 2024. But please, please, please do speak to your Expedia advisors because they do have some reference flyers with itineraries and they are more than happy to discuss these with you. Now let's hop into Alaska. Princess, we are really known for Alaska. We're award-winning for Alaska and we do really do it right. I've been to Alaska 7 times. And every time it's a different experience. I've been everything from May, June, July, August, and September. And I have seen everything from a grizzly bear swimming in front of the ship in Glacier Bay while we were rotating. That was quite an experience to see a bear do that. To, of course, the sounds of the calving of the glaciers. That to me is awe-taking. To hear the thunder, to feel the chill, and to watch it fall into the water is just spectacular and really takes your breath away. It is definitely a great experience. People really visit Alaska for the glaciers, the mountains, and the wildlife. And there's so much to see and do. I mean, I get it. I'm an Alberta girl, so I know there's mountains close to us, but there is a difference. And you need to experience it at least once in your life. I would also say the towns of Ketchikan, Skagway, Sitka, incredible. I got to actually do the White Pass Rail up to the Yukon, and then I got to go kayaking at a lake in Yukon all in one day. To me, that's a pretty cool experience to say that I've done that, especially with the history of the White Pass Rail. Like I mentioned earlier, we're known for our North to Alaska, so please keep in mind that all of our ships do include this amazing award-winning program. But there are 3 ways to visit Alaska with Princess. We have our round-trip cruises, our one-way cruises, and our cruise tours. Our Inside Passage round-trip cruises are 7 to 14 days in length and sail from either Seattle, Vancouver, or San Francisco. And we do have a glacier viewing experience. Our most popular is our Voyage of the Glaciers, the 7 days between Vancouver to Anchorage or Anchorage to Vancouver. You get 2 glacier viewing experiences, Glacier Bay, as well as one other, either Hubbard Glacier or College Fjord. And you get to stay later in the ports. So more time in Skagway, Ketchikan to enjoy places like Tracy's King Crab Shack and enjoy some of those crab legs for sure. She's famous, so check it out. Here's a map of just how much further you go on the Voyage of the Glaciers. The Voyage of the Glaciers is the red line and the Inside Passage is the blue. So you can see you go quite a bit higher up. And then of course I mentioned our cruise tour, where we take that 7-day Voyage of the Glacier, Vancouver to Anchorage or Anchorage down to Vancouver. We add on a 500-mile trek in a train, and our trains have the dome glass roof so you can see around you. And we have a naturalist on board to make sure that they're talking with you the entire time and giving you all the information you need to know about what you're seeing while you're on that train trek. And then our 5 different lodges. We have 5 beautiful lodges all throughout the different areas of Alaska. And so with these different cruise tours, we actually offer 4 cruise tour types with over 24 different itineraries, all in different durations. So really, I'm sure there is one that will be best for you. Here is a picture of our lodges all over the different areas. Denali's Lodge is actually at the foot, right at the Denali Park, National Park, and a great place to do the Denali actual big tour into the national park. The Mount McKinley is the best lodge to be able to see Mount Denali, once known as Mount McKinley. And because of the location of it, it's got a perfect view. At this lodge, the Mount McKinley Lodge, you can actually arrange to be woken up throughout the night if the mountain becomes viewable, because it is daylight all throughout the night. And they'll call you to wake you up so you can actually see it. Did you know that Mount Denali is actually only seen about 10% of the time because it has its own weather system? It's so tall and so big, it creates its own weather. And so it is usually clouded around the top of it. So when it does open up, it's a big deal when you can see it. And so, of course, then we have also Copper River and Kenai, which are smaller, more intimate little locations, great places to do fishing, whitewater rafting, hiking. Experience the nature of Alaska. To me, though, look at this one. This is a new cruise tour. To me, this is fantastic. 17 nights. It really sees it all. You do 10 nights on land, so you're seeing all 5 of our lodges, getting to experience all the different areas of Alaska, as well as the 7 nights at sea. Throw that on. We've included most meals on land, as well as all these amazing tours. So please keep this one in mind, especially if you're wanting to experience Alaska to the fullest. So now let's talk health and safety, because this is a big question. As Lisa says, it continues to change. And like, what's the word where we've heard the last 2 years? It continues to be fluid, right? Fluid in motion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm only going to touch on it because it changes so quickly. What I will recommend is, of course, speak with your Expedia advisor. They're always up to date, as well as you can check out our website, thevisitprincess.com/cruisehelpfaq. We update this website all the time. And so it's your best little knowledge on anything that Princess is sailing to the rules for vaccines, masks on board, all of this from pre-cruise, on the cruise to after the cruise for health and safety. Pre-cruise, we do require testing within 2 days of embarkation for most cruises. If you're going out of Greece, it is 1 day. And so it's very important to make sure you do check, but we do need testing and a negative test before boarding the ship at this time. Masks on board are recommended, but not required. That's up to your level of comfort. You decide how comfortable you are. People wear them, people don't. It's really up to you. And I am happy to say that the CDC actually just gave us more percentage that we're allowed to have non-vaccinated guests for medical reasons as well as for religious reasons. And so now we can actually have up to 10% non-vaccinated guests for medical and, like I said, religious reasons. And children under 5 do not have to be part of that. So I'm very excited because that means we're more open for families and easier for families to travel again. Like I said, please make sure to do check out this website. It really is your best website for all health and safety before your cruise. Now let's talk the 3-day sail. As Lisa mentioned, we've been doing this 18 years. Crazy to imagine. I've been doing it 8 now years with you guys. So that's crazy how time flies. June 9th to 11th, we do offer our Princess Plus, up to $700 onboard spending money, a reduced deposit, and as well as Expedia extras. What is the Princess Plus? If you don't know what the Princess Plus is yet, it is our package that includes our drink package. It includes a Wi-Fi device, so your single device, unlimited Wi-Fi, 1 per guest, and our daily crew appreciation. You can actually upgrade, if you wish, to our newer package called the Princess Premier. So it includes an enhanced Premier beverage package, an enhanced Wi-Fi package, which allows guests up to 4 devices each. Still includes our daily crew appreciation. It also includes 2 nights dining at our specialty restaurant and a new photo package where you're allowed, you get 3 printed 8x10s as well as your digital photos. It also includes new Princess prizes. And so these are prizes that will be drawn throughout every time you go in and out of your cabin while we're sailing and the casino is open. And everything can be won from, specialty dining up to, $100,000. So an amazing thing, an amazing price. It's all at a much saved value, $75 US per person per day is what the cost is, compared to if you were going to do it locally on board the ship, it'd be $156 US per person per day. So great value if you're interested. Really, we like to say the 3-day sail is 14 layers of value. It includes our 3-day exclusive onboard credits, the Princess Press with our free beverage package, the Wi-Fi, the crew appreciation, the cruise sail, the coupon book, the reduced deposit, group amenity fares. If you're booking into one of their groups, they've got extra perks to it. The Expedia reward points, future cruise deposits. If you have them, use them because they give you onboard credits. Captain Circle savings. If you've sailed with us before, you get a discount. Military. Are you military? Active, retired? Please let us know. There's extra onboard credit. Future cruise credits. Use them if you've got them. They expire December 31st of 2022, majority of them. So please use them. We don't want you to lose them. And of course, the Carnival shareholder benefit. If you own stock, you get to get some onboard credit most likely. We also have, very exciting, Canadian dollars at par. Now through June 12th, we have got select sailings, and I am happy to say this has been extended. It is now summer 2022 till February 2023 sailing select. So do check with your Expedia partner. There is a sailing list for Alaska, Caribbean, Europe, Canada, New England, Mexican, Hawaiian, and California coastal. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 31% saving right now, as our exchange rate is 31 or so cents, depending on your credit card. Really, really great saving. And we also have special single rates for summer 2020 through to February 2023 sailings on Alaska, Europe, Mexico, Caribbean, and more. If you're a single traveler, no more high solo travel rates. We can actually get you some really incredible rates right now. So definitely check in, because this is combinable with the 3-day sale promo. And I mentioned the military benefits. So just again, saying thank you for your service. Make sure you let us know so you get your onboard credit. So ladies and gentlemen, my question is, where are you going? Where's your next trip? Are you planning your bucket list? It's time to travel. Travel is back. Let's start sailing again. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Oh my God, how exciting. And you're right. It's like, where do I want to go? All of a sudden I have like 4 or 5 places that I've put down on my list.
It's so true. Lisa, I do want to, I apologize. I did forget, because it just was announced yesterday. We also have a new extra offer for the 3-day sale that I did not have a slide for. Shall we talk about it?
Why don't we talk about it?
Awesome. Please. What we could do is, do you have a friend that wants to travel with you? Every time I book a vacation, I always have friends go, oh, I should come with you. Well, for 2022, we have Bring a Friend right now during the 3-day sale. So if you have a friend that wants to go on a 2022 sailing with you, and you both purchase the Princess Plus package, you both get a free upgrade to the Princess Premier package. How amazing is that?
That is wonderful. And you know what? I think what's happened in the last couple of years, we've spent a lot of time with the person we live with. I want a vacation with other people. I'm tired of him. I just want to add some more people into my life. Cindy, can we clarify? It is the person that you invite has to be new to Princess. They can't be a past passenger.
You know what? For the Bring a Friend, for the Refer a Friend, yes, which is a different promotion. For the Bring a Friend, I need to confirm that.
Okay.
Because I don't know if it needs to be someone new or if it just needs to be someone traveling with you. They have to be on the same ship. So Lisa, I'm going to confirm that, and then let my Expedia partners know. So anybody watching, if this is something that you're interested in, please check with the Expedia advisors. Probably I'll have their answer by later today. So I'm hoping to let you all know by email later today.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. We do have some questions.
Awesome.
Where can passengers see the itineraries for 2023 and 2024?
So those aren't completely released yet. Some of them are. We do have some of the stuff out. We are releasing it as we continue forward. I know that some of the information is on our website, but as well as I know the travel partners, you guys have our reference flyers with the information. So depending on the destination, some of it's not available quite yet for 2024.
All right. And you did mention Japan is starting in 2023.
At this point, we do have Japan booked or available for 2023.
Okay.
Yes.
Some of the questions
always subject to change. I apologize. As soon as I say something, it changes.
Yeah. Some of the questions you already touched on, but I think it's important. Shareholders benefits, military benefits are combinable with our 3-day sale. If anybody has future cruise deposits, they can also be applied.
Oh, yes.
Okay, question. I have a future cruise credit from a canceled sailing that has an expiry date of December 2022. Can it be extended to use for a 2023 sailing?
Unfortunately, not usually. Just due to the fact is we do need to get the FCCs off our books. Right. We unfortunately can't really extend. The only FCCs that are extended right now are ones that so for example, Australia, right? They were supposed to sail in 2022. It got canceled again. So now they're sailing in 2023. So we extended it so that they could go in 2023 because the 2022 version was canceled of it. But we are asking, like, if it's like the Caribbean or Panama Canal, somewhere that you can do in 2022, unfortunately, we can't extend it.
And there are lots of options for 2022, and especially
yeah.
with the 3-day sale value.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and Lisa, what's interesting to know is a lot of people don't actually know that the prices for 22 are some of the best prices you're going to see. So like 2023 prices are coming on higher already. They're going to continue to raise as the bookings get more booked up. So book your 2023, 2024 as soon as you can to get the best price. But just know, like, 2022 prices right now are ridiculous. So if you can go 2022, do it. Because I don't think we're going to see these prices in 2023 and 2024.
Absolutely. There was a question about flights from Galveston. Basically, if I'm not mistaken, there is no airport in Galveston. You fly out of Houston. The question was whether or not you have to go through Toronto. There may be some air schedule. We don't know yet. Depends on what you're doing. But if you, for some reason, want to avoid Toronto, we can try and find that. For Canada, for Edmonton, we've got kind of two choices: Air Canada, Delta, and WestJet. So.
Yeah. And if you're going to go through Toronto, just give yourself lots of time. I know I'm going in June. I have to go to Florida via Toronto. And I mean, I've got a 4-hour stopover in Toronto, giving myself lots of time. I'm just going to go find a restaurant and have lunch.
I mean, there are some issues in terms of airports right now, connection times, schedule changes. We all know that. Two things you have to pack when you decide to go on a vacation. You have to pack your flexibility and you have to pack your patience. Yeah. So, and we are here to help you when we're guiding you with your flights. We will try and make sure that we find a connection time and a routing that works best for you. Cindy, I just want to touch you did talk about the protocols, and what I just want to reiterate to everybody is that is what it is at this moment. We don't know. If you're planning into 2023, 2024, we don't know. I hate the word fluid. I've hated it since day one, but it is part of it. But we are here again. That's why you use an Expedia Cruises consultant to give you the update on what is necessary all the time. All right, as Cindy said, and it's so exciting, travel is starting. Think about where you want to go in 2022, 2023, 2024. With the added value, it's great idea to book now for future and for real future. Now, Princess does have most of the destinations available to book, but there are a few exceptions. If you are thinking of Europe, Caribbean, Panama Canal, Mexico, Hawaii for 2024, these itineraries have not been released and will not be available for the 3-day sale. However, because of our exclusive and wonderful relationship with Princess, they have given us the opportunity that when those itineraries are released, we will be able to get you for a short period of time the 3-day sale benefits. So please let your Expedia Cruises consultant know what you want to book now, and if there's something you want to book in 2024, so that we are aware of that and can contact you as soon as those itineraries come out. With our 3-day sale, the one thing I want you to keep in mind, please, 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 we love you, but don't phone me on June the 9th at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be here, and on the rest of the consultants, we are going to be booking at 1:01 Edmonton time. We need the ability to find the right cruise for you, the right cabin, to choose everything. So please contact us between now and June the 9th, so that we have time to really service you properly and do the research that we need. June 9th to 11th, we're going to be on our offices. That's going to be kind of our booking time. If during that period of time you decide you want to find another cruise to add, or you bring a friend, that's fine. We'd love to hear from you. But please, please contact us before, so that we can proper service you and find what you need. Now is the time to reach out to family and friends. We are seeing multi-generational. I know for myself, I've missed being with family. I've missed being with my kids, my grandchildren. So think of somebody who wants to join you. If you've got friends and family that don't have agents to deal with, we are happy to take care of them. So let them be part of our Expedia Cruises family. So I want to thank you all for joining us. We appreciate the time you've given us. We appreciate your past travels. We look forward to helping you with your future travels. Please pick up the phone or email your Expedia Cruises consultant so we can start planning your next dream vacation and helping you build more memories. So thank you, Cindy, again. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and let's